Am I gonna buy New Legends ZA at some point? As of currently, I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think I will. Not the not for the direction it's going. Not for the direction it's going. So, I will tell to all of you if you're, you know, those who are new, those who maybe forgot. So I'm a very big Pokemon weeb. I grew up with Pokemon. I could say I could be considered a Pokemon veteran. I actually did complete the natural dex in Pokemon Home. Believe what you will. I mean, it's gonna be like just yeeted boba tea. For someone who's been playing Pokemon as of like Fire Red version, that was my first game. I grew up with Pokemon. Pokemon is probably where I kind of like got my idealistic perspective on things a little bit, because it's more like, please don't give up, keep enjoying your passion. I think that was the big picture message going here. I really miss what Pokemon used to be. I really miss the direction of where the marketing of Pokemon is at this point, because it all started with enjoying what you make. It all started with you know, collect all of them. I even have a close friend that can vouch for me on this, because even he like hasn't bought another Pokemon game ever since, and I don't blame him, because he's probably more veteran than me, because he has like the very old, you know, the very starter, like Pokemon Red and Blue. I think he had Pokemon Red. I remember, but the fact that the big drawback was he said to me like he didn't like that they were removing the national dex from the game, because I mean that's understandable. You can't fit so many Pokemon in one game because, you know, it's the national dex and stuff. But it's I think that's what made Pokemon fun, because we're able to like shove any kind of Pokemon we want that we like into our teams and parties. I mean, yeah, that might be give an advantage for some or not, but I mean that makes sense. But it did draw back like a lot of things, because I know they're making, they teased a game on Pokemon that you can use all Pokemon from the national dex, but I don't remember, because it was just teased. For the direction that they're going with Pokemon, it's not sitting very well. I actually really wanted to play Pokemon ZA. Believe it or not, I actually wanted to play Pokemon ZA. Your favorite Pokemon game was Heart Gold. See, that's the thing. I want to play Pokemon's Soul Silver. I didn't have my family didn't have the funds to get me a DS or something to get to play that game. All I knew so here's the fun thing about me that I learned. When I was growing up, I always was envious on those who had the newest Pokemon game, because I want to play what they were playing. I remember someone was playing Pokemon Diamond, and I couldn't play like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I really wanted to, but I was stuck with a Game Boy Advance for the longest time until I was able to like to what's the word? I think it was Pokemon Black and White that I was able to play. And then after that, when I had my own money, I could play like Pokemon XY, because I swear to you, every time during lunchtime at school, all the cool kids were all playing Pokemon. And I was like, I need to get Pokemon X. I need to get Pokemon X because everyone was playing Pokemon X and Y at lunch. I just had, I don't know, it depends where you live, but where I lived, everyone was a Pokemon fanatic. Okay, I had to join the club. I had to be part of the people. I had to join the club with people. I just had to. So for me, when I couldn't get the games, I made sure I watched all the shows that aired from Pokemon. So that's what I did as a kid. Now, if someone tells me right now, like, did you watch till the very end of the Ash Ketchum arc where he finally is gone and then the new trainer joins? Yes. Yes, it did. From watching the shows, beginning to end, to playing the games, it's so disappointing that I just can't really play more of the game, of the Pokemon games, just for the condition it is in. So keep in mind, this is the same reality on, now I don't know if Pokemon is involved, because I don't know the big story of things, but it disappoints me rather a lot, where they're trying to remove creative freedom from games that are inspired by other people that love Pokemon. I feel like that is wrong, and I think it's a little silly. If I were a game dev, I promise you, I probably would love to make an inspired game that's inspired with Pokemon, but I can't do it because they're like limiting like freedom. And well, that sucks for many other creators out there that want to use something that's inspired by Pokemon, but they can't really do it because that's how limited they are. And not only that, another reason why I don't plan to buy Pokemon ZA is performance issues on Pokemon ZA, especially for those who are Switch 1 players. I am a Switch 1 player. I am actually subscribed to many other fanatic Pokemon content creators, because I always like to know what they think, because I always first of all, I'm going based on opinions from other people. No. They had this they could have already done something to improve their game a long time ago, and that was literally up until Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield, when I played the game, it was good. It was lacking on some things, but I overall loved my experience because I was still playing Pokemon. But it had issues. And the fact that when I look at gameplay on Pokemon ZA, it's still the same issue. It still remained the same similar gameplay like Pokemon Sword and Shield. People could vouch me wrong when I mean it like that, but when I see, I mean, it's by performance gameplay that how I see it. And but to me in my eyes though, I see Pokemon games are really not in a good direction in doing 3D games like this. Reasons why I think like that is I don't know, maybe they just did a great job with the sprite art with Pokemon and how they did it, I guess you can say. So that's why pretty much I just can't buy Pokemon ZA. In all due respect, as a Pokemon fanatic, I would have loved to play it, but due to the direction that they're going, due to not changing much of their gameplay. I mean, they did do some things that are similar to Pokemon what was it? Legends of Arceus, because I have that game. I'm still not done with that game. I don't mind going back to play that game, to finish that game, because it's really a good game. But it's not, it feels like Pokemon ZA feels like early access game. It doesn't feel like a full game. And that's why I just can't support the direction that's going until I see something that looks like it has changed and it doesn't look like or remind me of Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Although I hope all those people who love Pokemon CA, I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you still enjoy Pokemon to this very day, because I will still be lurking on the sidelines until I see a fun Pokemon game again. And I think a better message to say, to pinpoint across is, I want to see passion on a Pokemon game again, not send it off to quantity over quality. Because then you know exactly you know exactly what's happening, what has been happening to Pokemon lately. Like, they're being lazy. I just want to see the passion. I kind of want to see passion like Woowa. I want to see that.